Hello everybody, this is Ordain, Guild Leader of Uprising, and you are tuning into your first episode of Upcast. Let me tell you a little bit about Uprising and what our podcast is about, and then we'll get straight to it. Uprising is a Republic PvP guild for the upcoming game Star Wars The Old Republic, and we will be definitely playing on a PvP server. We currently have somewhere around 40 members. You can be sure that we will become the most prestigious PvP guild on our server. In our podcast, we will be talking about the Tour Friday updates, some of the guild updates, and some of the Uprising event updates as well. And at the end, we will be having a guest speaker. Since this is the first podcast, Lucette, the assistant guild leader, and I will be the guest speaker. We'll kind of tell you guys a little bit about ourselves and what our role is in the guild. Alright, first up in the podcast, I'm going to talk about the past few Friday updates. Back on March 18th, they came out with a Fan Friday and a Cinematic Animation update. The Fan Friday just released a few new avatars as well as some fan art, and the Cinematic Animation release was really kind of cool. They talked about how they do all the animations for the people within each cutscene within the game, and they actually strap people up into one of those skin-tight suits with the ping pong ball type things all over them, so that way they have an actual person acting out each animation as opposed to doing it by hand. On March 25th, they released a Jedi progression video, which they showed a few of the cool moves from the Jedi Guardian and the Jedi Sentinel, as well as some of their pretty cool looking armor sets. A lot of stuff was actually revealed in those videos that they don't really mention, and that weren't really necessarily their intention. They're just kind of subtle. A couple cool moves, like the Jedi Guardian seems to have a move where you can block an infinite amount of blaster bolts, not just one or two. The Jedi Sentinel is seen using a move where he charges up and seems to do a lightsaber throw without actually releasing his lightsaber. He also does a move which no one really knows what it is yet. You can see his eyes glow while he's running towards the robot at the end. We assume this is some kind of charge up move for some kind of powerful attack. Also on March 31st, Darth Vader came out with a question and answer dev tracker. They mentioned a few cool things like the Jedi Sentinel will be able to dual wield 2 different colored lightsabers. They mentioned that there will be children/youngling throughout the galaxy that play a part in your storyline. No, even if you're a Sith, you cannot farm them for dark side points. Dueling has been confirmed and it is non-lethal. They also say that playable species combinations with classes are subject to change, but they are also trying to make them more diverse. They also briefly touched on class-based armor. They say that technically as a trooper, you could wear Jedi Knight armor, and Jedi Knights can technically wear trooper armor, although you wouldn't choose to do so because they use totally different stats, and this would not be advantageous to make yourself more powerful. Also on April 1st, Tor released an update where they mentioned that everyone in the game will be speaking Wookiee. The user interface will also be covered in hair. Obviously, this was April Fool's Day. We can always rely on Tor to have that little bit of humor, and why not make it Wookiee humor? Alright, moving on. Our guild game is currently Global Agenda, recently added a couple weeks ago. At our previous guild event for Global Agenda, we had about 12 people online total. We all went on, we did some mercenaries together, did some PvE, everyone grouped up. For many of them it was the first time playing. This game's been loads of fun, we've all been playing together. We almost always have a bunch of people online playing at the same time. We're always grouping up, trying to improve ourselves. We've also participated in some AVA, which is Agency versus Agency. And in that mode, you take over persistent territories, and we plan to do much better in the weeks to come. The new season starts every 2 weeks, so we should be considerably better pretty soon, especially as we get more people playing and at higher levels and better gear. Alright, upcoming events. This upcoming Tuesday, April 5th, we have a Killing Floor event. You guys can hop on, shoot some zombies with us. You can purchase the game on Steam for 20 bucks. Hop on and enjoy some coordinated teamwork with guildies, or just feel free to go Rambo and get headshots. On Friday, April 8th, we will be having the guild meeting that was postponed from April 2nd. You will be hearing about some of the additional policies regarding the upper ranks within Uprising. There will also be an open discussion regarding our PvE sector and our rating policies within Uprising when Tor comes out. And now for Lucetta's section.
Hey everyone, I'm Lucette, the Assistant Guild Leader of Uprising and the General. I'll be doing the guild updates on these podcasts. Well, first off, we have a lot of new members ever since Soder officially recognized guilds on the main website. Special mention to them: Kanino, Darlight, Maddie Light, Ryoke's Shogun, Merrick, Crypt Slayer, Man Control, Kren Podo, Handgun Hollis, and Duke have all become great additions to Uprising. We also have some promotions thanks to our new recruitment period. These individuals have made it all the way to become private. These include Karsus, Solidus, Obi-Wan Benji, Madmat, Vorks, and Zyva. So congratulations to all you guys. Also, Vorks has been promoted to be activity moderator, so special mention to him. That's absolutely wonderful. As Ordain mentioned earlier, we do have a guild meeting coming up, and these meetings are for you guys to help make Uprising what you want it to be. So we will be discussing openly how we will form our PvE, and I highly recommend everyone come up with some of their own suggestions or ideas to promote at these meetings. They're all about discussion so that you get what you want. Also, we ask that all of our members do help on the Soder thread on the main website to help keep us up. It's wonderful advertising for us, as many of you know, since that's how you first heard about us, and it helps keep us on the first page, which moves ridiculously quickly. Alright, well that's all for this podcast's updates, and now we're going to move on to an introduction of Ordain and I for this week's special speakers.
Alright, my name is Ordain. I am the guild leader of Uprising. I will be playing a Consular Sage healing spec when Tor comes out. Lucette is my girlfriend in real life. I like playing healing classes in MMOs because I like that adrenaline rush when you're trying to save someone right before they're about to die. It's that clinch moment where you're the important role in the matter and you make all the difference. I like to shred on guitar and play video games, and I'm very excited about doing arenas with all the guildies once Tor comes out.
Alright, and I'm Lucette, the General of Uprising, as you guys know. I am going to be a smuggler gunslinger, the best one there is, of course. I am the assistant guild leader, so I act both as a figurehead in-game and as someone, you know, to come to and help moderate on the website. Basically, I'm really excited for all of the world PvP in Soder. I think that's really exciting, especially with the questing alongside. I want to see how they'll incorporate storyline into that, since they make all the flashpoints seem so cool. I am Ordain's girlfriend, as you know. My favorite things are probably cookies and riding horses. Mention either of those things and I'll just be super happy. And I really have been happy with the community that Uprising has become. It's been great getting to know everyone. Looking forward to seeing who's going to be on these interviews next time.
Alright, that concludes our first episode of Upcast. You can expect to see one of these every 2 weeks, posted every Monday. Tune in next time, and hey, who are you? I'm Raggedy Andy! Get the fuck out of my bounty hunter meeting!
Alright, well as you all know, my name's Lucette, and I am the General of Uprising. Yeah, you know.
You don't know what you're gonna ramble about now,
I
do
thought
you?
I did.
My guild role would be... Fuck. Lucette, the assistant guild leader, is my girlfriend in real life.
Just be like, holla!
In the background.